Did we just get scammed again?
God damn it.
We got scammed
Another
again.
scam video.
Portland Pickers! And did we do some picking today?
Have you ever?
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm kind of nervous because we usually go to estate sales last day, so it's like not high stakes. And we went to an estate sale like a couple weeks ago that was like by the bag, so like you got there and it was like $40 or it was $10 for the bag, so whatever you could fill in it, you only paid $10. And like I haven't felt my heart race at an estate sale like that in a long time, and I feel like this is kind of like that just because it's such a big collector. Like so many collectors are gonna be coming to it that it's just gonna be like grab what happened. So I'm a little nervy.
All right, today we're going to an epic estate sale. We signed up for the list, so we just dipped out, like, let's go get some coffee, let's go get some bags, because we went unprepared. But you never know what to expect, so bring a bag. IKEA bags work great, fit lots of stuff in them. So I'm gonna show you what we're looking for today. Batman utility belt. Again, it depends if the price is right. I saw that there's one active at $400, but someone also sold one for like $40. So there's these Bionicles, and my buddy used to play with those as a kid, and this is like $100 plus set. We want those, so we're gonna aim for those, and we're 25th, 6th, and 7th in line, so we should get in the door in the first wave. Spawn. Now Spawn is fun, but at $20, that's expensive fun.
I love the
Socket poppers.
instead of
Over 3.5 million combinations.
what about creepy crawler goop?
Creepy crawler.
Isn't this cool? I know, I loved them too. This is the original goop.
Open seal. Although all the pieces.
They're in it. What is this?
Motorized cart. Wound it up.
Okay.
Someone put out a phony sign-up list.
Oh my god, yeah.
And so we succumbed to it. We signed up on the list. We left the sale, showed back around, 10, 15 minutes before they opened?
Yeah.
We're then deep in the line.
Beer belly.
Cute.
What the heck? It's cold out.
Guy just in his shorts. So we show back up like 15 minutes before they open. And they open the door and they just start letting people in, however they're standing in line. So we basically got foisted. We still got in there.
Yeah.
Still did some damage. Spent $135, which by estate sale standards is like just wetting your whistle. That's what that is. And so they had those Transformers, the vintage ones that I was looking for.
Yes.
They had them up in the front glass case.
Oh.
But they had $60 on one, $60 on another, and $90 on one of the other ones. These are like the 80s, like 1985 Transformers. The G1 set edition stuff.
G1.
But they were opened.
Oh.
They'd been opened. They weren't sealed.
So they wanted that much for an open one?
Yeah, like a sealed one is like, I think 150 and up. So I was like, oh my god, they still got them. But they're opened. So I was like, you know what? They're still here. That means the primo collectors that got in first thing, you know, in the first wave didn't want them. That's a sign to me. Wait till the half off day. When so I contacted the state sale company about a week and a half ago, and I offered to buy out the entire estate sale prior to them running the sale. And the understanding with that is, obviously your offer is not going to be the retail number they have on everything. Otherwise, I would have just gone in there and put tape around everything and been like, this is sold, and just bought it all. But they weren't interested in even like discussing a number. They were like,
Green.
we're running a sale. They're like, after the sale, you can put a bid on the leftovers and buy that out. Which I was like, okay, I'll come the first day and I'll buy some stuff that I want to get, and then I'll make an offer on the remainder.
Where I can see their side of it is that they're this company, they put out this thing that attracted a lot of attention, and they if they were just like, oh, we're not doing the sale now because someone bought it all, then they would lose a following. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody just was like, oh, we're going to have this thing, oh, no, we're not, like, then you'd be like, well, F that, I'm not going to go to any of their sales, because what if they, you know.
Yeah.
So I get it. There's a reputation.
I think retail, there was probably
30 grand.
I was going to say $15,000 to $18,000 had I just like gone in and bought everything at the retail number they're asking.
There's a lot of stuff.
There is a lot of small stuff, so there could be, I don't know. I probably would have like offered up just as a buyout number like $6,000.
If you think about each individual
I spent
thing.
$140. I roughly estimate I have probably $600 or $700 worth of stuff in the trunk. You'll see. Found this Gargoyles 30-piece set, as you see illustrated here. And what was interesting is I couldn't find a complete set available online for sale. I found like a couple little pieces. People were asking like $5 to $10 for a little piece. This was $25. This was one of the more expensive sets I got at the sale. And what's interesting is this is made by Jasmine. And so it's kind of like, it's not, I don't know how many of these they produced. Whereas their conventional gargoyle products were made by Kenner. I'm not super educated on like all the product lines, but when you see like a different toy company that made that product, they probably didn't make a lot of these. So I think this set will be like 150 or more. That's what I'm going to ask. So I think that will pay for basically everything I got today. This guy sells for over $100. And it's sealed. Star Trek, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And Erica found this upstairs somewhere. And then in a different bin under the table, April. And this is unpunched. So it still has the little piece there. And this is from 1988. I think April, in her condition, will sell for around $50. Similarly with the Star Trek. Michelangelo. Now the reason I looked at this Ultraman is because it's in the same world as Power Rangers. They had a bunch of Power Rangers that were kind of priced not at a great deal. This sells for $40 to $50. And as people sell through, then you become, you can ask whatever you want. In its condition, I would say it's in that $40 to $50 ballpark. It's really nice. Bionicles! I just grabbed the few that I could see comps that were...
I had this one!
So I grabbed the Bionicles at the full price today that I thought, okay, there's going to be some good turnaround on these. Now, this is the kind of price discrepancy you can expect from an estate sale. Now, they roughly check comps, but different pricers came through and priced these. Got 8 on this one and 15 on this one. This is about a $50 to $60 one, and I think similarly this is $50 to $60. So when you get a little bit of quantity, then you can justify, okay, well, I'll pay 15, but I'm getting this one for 8. So basically I'm paying 12 a piece, $11.50 each. So we'll do good on those. This guy was 7, and I think he sells for about 40 to 50. Based on the color and the age on it, I could tell it was from the 80s. And then sure enough, it was 1985. That's the Transformer stuff that you're going to get good money out of. This was a product that I wasn't familiar with. It's a pencil eraser top. But like, it's got a space theme to it. It's from 1986. Sure enough, there was one that sold for like $30. We have these like Batman paint by numbers, and these were $3 each. I actually don't know how much they go for. I think probably in the realm of like $18 to $20. But as a set, you know, I might get 35 or 40 bucks. So they're cool to the right collector. Now we were looking through like the cards and we saw this patch, and I think you pointed it out, Bree. And sure enough, looking at it, 1984, and so I don't know.